And you're going to be at the game this weekend?
Go Bills. I'm going to the Saints game.
Welcome into this week's episode of You Heard, where athletes, celebrities, and influencers help us get ready for Sunday. We are so fired up to be joined by Bills Mafia member Chris McDonald in this week's episode. You guys know him for movies like Happy Gilmore, Happy Gilmore 2 as Shooter McGavin, nominated for several awards across several different movies and shows he's been a part of: Thelma and Louise, Grease 2, Leave It to Beaver, Hacks, and much more. Chris, thanks for being on with us today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Okay,
Pleasure.
You're from New York City. How'd you become a Bills fan?
Well, I stopped being a Jets fan. Don't be hating. No hating now. Because we moved to upstate New York, and when I was about 13, I think.
Okay.
And my whole family lived there. I stayed there a long time, loved it. And my brother Jim turned me on to the Buffalo Bills, and I went, oh, yeah, okay. These guys rock. They're close. Sorry, Joe Namath. Still love you, but no. So became a Bills fan right then, and we used to go to daytime games mostly. It was great.
That's awesome. Who are some of the first few players that you really gravitated towards, that you thought, okay, I can get with cheering for this team because they're so fun to watch?
Well, Darryl Talley was fun to watch. Oh my God, what a beast he is. Jim Kelly, of course, that's first off the top. But that was like a little bit later. First, it started out with OJ, the great players there, the great coaching. But boy, the team now is what really blows my mind. How good they are, and how close we get, and how much we're praying that this is the year. I mean, after the first 3 games so far, we're like hitting it out of the park, baby.
Yes,
awesome.
It is awesome. Speaking of the 2025 version of the Buffalo Bills, what do you love most about this team?
First of all, Josh Allen, number 17, is just not going to he ain't got no quitting him, and he's always been that way. But since he's married, he's even got more drive, it seems. Kind of like he's pinpointing things. He's not messing around, and I just hope that he stays with us healthy, and because he's a target, and they're always going to try to take that man down because he's fast off. He can run, he can throw, of course, but he runs that offense like this. The game that we just saw, the first game when they came back, 15 points down in the fourth quarter, was sick. Coleman just killed it too. Have great catches. Just too exciting. I've watched it about 4 times. It's just so much fun to watch the Bills get back up there, win 41-40. Oh, yeah, it was just amazing. Okay,
you've watched that first game about 4 times. What type of fan are you in the middle of games?
Type of fan I am? I pray. I know that we were down a lot. Derrick Henry's too damn good. But then who came up? But Ed Oliver with that stop right there. The ball came out. We recovered. What a game changer that was. So well done, number 91. Let's see. What else? What kind of a fan I am? I am a fan that is jumping out of my seat when I'm there. I'm lucky enough when I go now to go to JK's suite, which is pretty nice, and watch it from there. But and I go out with my brothers, and we just sit right JK's row, which is looking right down on the field, 50-yard line. It's kind of perfect. So, but I'm one of those screaming guys, yeah.
We need the screaming people at the games. It just makes for a better environment. You got to be loud when the opposing offense is on the field.
Hey-oh,
okay.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. I love that.
That's right.
What is your favorite part about coming into Buffalo for games and just getting to experience all of Bills Mafia? You seem like, just a perfect member of Bills Mafia.
They asked me to go and jump and fall on the picnic table. I went, no, I got to go because I can't do that. I can't hurt the instrument, as they say. But the best thing is tailgating. Mm-hmm. I got to say, the tailgating, we've got to see your friends. You see them every game. Every game that I go, I wrap my hands around so many lovely people that are Bills fans. And is it still on, I hope?
Yeah, it's still on. Still working.
Good. I'm technically, not that great, but with this stuff. But I just love the force of the Mafia that comes in. They just don't mess around. It is Buffalo country. You're in our house. Watch yourself because we're going to win. And that's the kind of feeling everybody's got. Everyone's like, this is the highlight of their week. And so I embrace all of that. It's fantastic. When you're at JK's little suite or you see that they got a couple of buses around, and it's just really cool people, and it's a great hang.
All right, you mentioned JK. You started to follow the Bills when you were young because of your brother, and Jim Kelly was one of the players that you really fell in love with the game because of. How did the friendship form with Jim Kelly?
Oh, that's a fun story, actually. Jim Kelly and I were sitting, and we were invited to be in this car race in Long Beach, California, and I had no idea he was going to be there. But there's about 15 of us, maybe a little bit more, maybe 20, and we're sitting around a big table. Like, oh my God, that's Jim Kelly. And he's sitting like 3 down from me. And so we're going around the room, and we're like saying yeah, Marcus Whiteman, I'm a linebacker for them, whatever. And they have Olympic stars. They have very fast females who are really great Olympic athletes also. Derek Torres, she won the first one I was in. Great athlete. But it got to me, and I went, Jim Kelly, I play a little football. And he said, "What a dork! Who is this guy?" And we hugged it out, and we've been friends ever since. It was a blast. That was a great thing. I did it 3 times. I won it once, and then they invite you to come back and start at the back and pick people off. So it was great fun for me.
Jim Kelly is somebody who, poured his heart and soul into the Bills while he was a part of this team, but then decided to put down roots in Buffalo afterwards and still does so much for Buffalo as a community. The golf tournament, the football camps that he does. What does that say about the type of person that Jim Kelly is?
Well, Jim Kelly's a rare bird in that whole area. You mentioned the golf tournaments. We've been doing it for 30-something years. I've been to like 28 of them. I never want to miss it because talk about party. What a party. It's crazy. It's a party interrupted by golf, pretty much. But it raises great money for Kelly for Kids, and he's been doing that for so long, and he's got everybody so loyal. They come out, they give their time, and have a blast. Won that twice, too, which is awesome. I played with a great team. And but it's just his heart is big as Texas. He's had a lot of pain in his life. He went through the whole thing with him with his health issues, and he just came through another one with his grandson. Yeah. And it's just he's the kind of guy. He's on the right side of everything, and he's a blessed man. And I just think anybody that can come from the work that he had done in his body to keep him going, and how strong he is right now is pretty incredible. And I'm glad to call him a dear friend.
It is really cool to be in his presence. You feel the positivity that radiates from him, and when you know his story and the things that he's walked through, it's the type of person that you walk away from a conversation and you think, I want to learn how to be more like Jim Kelly. I want to learn to love the way that he loves. That's what I've always felt in the interactions that I've had with him, and we are so lucky as Bills fans to have him a part of the Bills Legends community.
That's well said. That's him to a T. He's one that you look up to, and I've taken a lot of his great attributes and put him in my life as well, because he does it all. He really does. He's just great to hang out with, and like I say, he's almost like a brother now. So
that's awesome.
And he's very kind to my brothers too, who are all big football Bills fans. Bills. It's awesome. I should just put my Bills hat on and get it over with.
Yeah, let's go.
Bills.
I like it. It looks good. You mentioned winning Jim Kelly's tournament twice. You mentioned the golf. Did your golf game come before Happy Gilmore, or was Happy Gilmore the introduction into golf for you?
Well, since Happy Gilmore the first one was 29 years ago, I believe it was Happy Gilmore that got me the notice. Yeah. But like I said, I had done Happy Gilmore, and then we met physically doing that car race in Long Beach, and then that was it. He said, "You got to come up and play," and I said, "Oh yeah." It's flying home for me. It's fantastic. Upstate New York, baby. It's awesome.
Thinking back to Happy Gilmore, now what has turned into Happy Gilmore 2, what was the best part about being in those 2 movies?
Well, the first one was amazing because I got to be the villain that everybody loved to hate, and it's like the gift that keeps on giving. I walk anywhere, it's like shoot up, all that kind of stuff, because they love him because he's such an egomaniac, and there's a lot of that in everybody, I think. But he was letting it right out there, so. It was so much fun to shoot the first one. The second one, 29 years later, I find out I'm in a mental institution for 29 years. That made me laugh out loud when I read the script for the first time, but everything was super secret. There are cameras on me. I couldn't take a picture of anything. I was like, okay. And the script turned out great. But the best thing about it, of course, was being again reunited with Adam. And Adam Sandler is one of the, like Jim Kelly, he's got a heart as big as Texas, too. He's a great guy. And we had so much fun doing it. And then to meet all the great golfers. I'm going today to the Ryder Cup.
Oh, amazing.
And I'm going to see boys that were in the movie that I call friends, and they call me friends. It's just fantastic. But some of them are on the wrong side. But I will root for America. But, I was in Ireland not too long ago making a movie, and it was like 2 weeks ago, and Rory won the Irish Open again, which was amazing. And anyway, I feel blessed with that, with having that kind of proximity to those guys.
Yeah.
So I'll walk around and do their thing, not bother them. Today's a big day. But mostly, I'll stay till Friday, and then I'll escape and come up to Buffalo and get ready for the big game. The Saints.
Whoop. How cool is it? A movie like that, you get so much crossover with so many different worlds from, football players are in this movie, musical artists are in Happy Gilmore 2, you've got golfers in Happy Gilmore 2. It was the who's who when you step onto that set. How cool is that for you?
It was so cool. I mean, I love that Eminem was in it. My derriere was real. I think he had a plastic one made for his derriere, but everybody wanted to show their tush. I don't know why. Sandler wanted me to do it. I said, okay. Okay, America, here it comes. And that was a moment that we had to giggle through, but it left it in, thank God. So it was pretty funny. He's also super generous, Adam. He let me have my daughter. She was in the scene where I was about to throw the hot coffee into the great bad guy. He was so good. Oh my God, Benny Safdie. And so he let me put my daughter in there, and it was so great. She had to bring the coffee in. It was nice, and she's an actor, and so it's kind of like that. It was a family affair.
That's awesome.
Yeah, his daughter's in it, his wife in it, and anyone who was on the crew back in the day had their kids in it. So I had to ask, and he was kind enough to let me do that. I thought that was awesome. I'm probably drifting from your question.
No. I like it. It's stories about being on set in that movie. When Adam Sandler asks you to do something in a movie, are you just like, yes, whatever you want, I know it's going to be gold because you make gold?
I made a mistake of playing basketball with Adam, and I was a pretty good basketball player, and I don't think he was too happy when I won. But it wasn't a big deal. But he did invite me. One time I went to one of his sets early on, but he has all of his buddies in. He said, it would be great to have Shooter sitting on the bus and do a little cameo. And I couldn't. And I couldn't, and I probably could if I worked out my schedule better, but then he never asked for another, 29 years. So I've learned my lesson. I feel that we're back to normal now, and he's on the road right now doing a really cool thing. He's doing his show, and this show is called My Best Friend, and he's going around. I think he just did Buffalo, as a matter of fact.
Yes, he was just here. He was just here.
Yeah,
and people said it was incredible.
If my schedule allowed, I wanted to go out. He said, dude, you got to get out. Shoot, you got to get out and come. And I was like, what would I do? I can't play guitar like you, but I can, I play the harmonica maybe. So anyway, but right now he's enjoying a really interesting time because he's got this movie, Ray, Jay Kelly with Clooney. Okay. And his performance is it's like something we've never seen before, but maybe little clippets of it, but he's got his heart is showing, and there's a lot of good PR about how he might even get a nomination for an Oscar.
Very cool.
So he's up right now selling the movie over in London, I think. So
very cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
So I think one person was missing from Happy Gilmore 2. I think it was Josh Allen. How good do you think he would have been in that movie?
Well, Josh Allen's a great athlete. He's a great stick, I'm sure, on the golf course. But I don't know if he was even available because he's got so many things going on, so many irons in the fire. And plus the fact that Sandler's not a Bills fan.
Yeah, come on, come over to the dark side.
It's okay though. Yeah, he's a different team. I won't even mention it. But what's great about Josh Allen is that he could do anything. He would have been great. And the only other one we missed, who turned us down, was Tiger Woods. I guess he was busy or something. But it would be great to have him in.
Right.
He's such a great dude also. And But man, I'm just over the moon happy for our quarterback. He is something else. When I say it from the bottom, I know I speak for all Bills Mafia fans, saying that he's the godsend, like Jim Kelly was. He's the godsend for the team right now. He runs it beautifully. The offense is killer. The defense is stepping up now, and it's just an exciting time to be a Bills fan.
It is a very exciting time to be a Bills fan. If you and Josh Allen did a movie together, what would be the plot? We're living in your world here.
Okay. It'd be a Western. Because he's got that good beard. He can do that. I can't grow a beard like that, so we need somebody to do it. So I can do a mustache, but the beard, nah. And then we'd be on horses, and we'd go out into the middle of the Wyoming countryside, and we'd save these women. Yeah, that's what we'd do. We'd save women from being captured by the Indians. Yeah, that's it. And then we'd save them, and we'd get out there by the hair of our chinny chin chin, and then we'd find out we fell in love with these women. And his wife could be in it because she's an awesome actor.
Yeah.
And I put my wife into it, so we would get in trouble.
I love it. So the family members are in the movie. That sounds like it's going to win a bunch of awards. I already see it.
Yeah, it's in process. Sure it is.
Okay, if you were to live Josh Allen's real life for a day, what would you do?
I'd do what he does. I'd go to hospitals and give back. I love like St. Jude's, that what they do for kids with cancer. They don't have a shot in life. And, you go out and you give like a Make-A-Wish Foundation thing, like Jim Kelly does with Kelly for Kids, to make sure they have the right kind of housing, so and not a penny comes out of their pocket, that they can actually get their kids the medical attention they need. And I would do that because it's a gift to be as highly respected and and paid, and his value is huge, but he gives back like that. So I would give back like that. I would go do even more than I do, and I do a lot. Most of my golf that I play now is all for charity stuff. So it's quite fun. We do it for the military. We do it for the kids with cancer, the St. Jude Patrick Warburton's event. It's Kelly for Kids, and any kind of the time that there's a space, and they invite me, and I have a window open, I'm there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Jumping back into the movies and the shows you've been a part of so much. Hacks is a new one that a lot of people love, that's been nominated for several awards. You also were a part of Leave It to Beaver, Thelma and Louise, just to name a few. What's been the best project in your mind that you've been a part of?
Well, you mentioned one of my favorites. Thelma and Louise was an incredible experience, working with the great Ridley Scott. But there was another one called Quiz Show that Robert Redford, rest in peace, directed, called Quiz Show, where I worked with great people. Even Martin Scorsese was in that movie, and John Turturro and Ralph Fiennes, and it was just one of those great experiences. But Thelma and Louise blew the doors open for me, because the guy was such a jerk that his wife either had to turn around and come home to him, or drive over the cliff, and she chose the cliff. So it gave me carte blanche to be a little bit like woo out there as a kind of a jerk, But I know people that are like that. I spend a lot of time in airports. I fly a lot, and I love to cover my face up and put a mask on or something and watch human activity.
Yeah.
Watch the choices, what they do, trying to figure out what they do in life. Well, what can I steal from life that is, I've never seen that before. That is absolutely crazy. And just that feeds an actor. So that kind of stuff, that just...
How do you jump into that mindset, though? You are super nice. How do you jump into the tough guy, mean guy mindset to play on screen?
It's a joy. It's just a layer. We all have it in us, I think. But I just when it's on the page and you can take it and just run with it, it's a real gift. And when Ridley said you could come and be this character and play against Gina Davis, who was a love. We were engaged. 4 years prior to that, we broke up because she was in love with Jeff Goldblum. We'll be right back after these messages. Getting a little too personal here, but anyway, it was really, really odd that I got that role, and then it wasn't odd, but it was great that I got it. Then I took her to lunch and we hugged it out and said, okay. We took some wedding pictures for the set decoration, so that we were married, in fact, and it was like, wow, what a crazy crazy turn of events that was. But he gives you the freedom, really gives you the freedom to go and just go crazy. There was a scene where Brad Pitt and I were on the stairs, and he was looking at him, and he came down, and he's like, "I like your wife." He ad-libbed that. I think if they didn't have those guys pulling me, I would have gone for the jugular. I would have. It was, I mean, of course not. I wouldn't have done that, but at the same time, I would venom coming out of my body. It was really fun and really challenging and really I feel blessed to have done it. And then, like I said, I met with all kinds of great directors and have been working ever since.
I think a lot of Bills fans know you're a member of Bills Mafia, know that you ride with this team, but some fans may not know that you went to Hobart College as a school. That's a very small school, and it's close to Buffalo and Geneva. How did you find yourself going to that school?
That was pretty easy. It's a very small school, but it's a liberal arts school that has, like, it's up above. It's like, it's in top 20 out there. It's just got great teachers and a great curriculum that you can choose all different stuff from. It was a game changer for me. I was recruited as a football player. Yeah, I was a wide receiver and a defensive back, and I was fast, and I was young, and our football team was pretty dang good. So our lacrosse team's even better. Our soccer team's awesome. And our hockey team has won 3 in a row or 4 in a row. I think they're amazing. So it's got a good sports base there. But it's what changed my life was there was a thing called you got a chance to go to someplace like London to become one of those fall term things. Yep. And I went, oh God, that would be so much fun. So I didn't go to football that year. I went with them. I was chosen, and I went to London, and I discovered the West End Theatre, and I thought, oh God, I was going to go there I was going to Hobart to be a dentist. Yikes. That's not a good life for me anyway. And then I got this bug to be an actor, and I came back and did some plays at Hobart and changed my curriculum to English because there wasn't really a theater department. And in my gratitude to the school, I recently was the principal donor for a new theater there, so cool. They have all the good stuff going on. So it's a great school, and I highly recommend to anybody who's listening here. If your kids need to go someplace, Hobart William Smith is pretty sweet.
I love it. So from Hobart to discovering you want to be an actor, to being in plays, to being in movies and TV shows, what are you working on right now?
I am doing Hacks right now. I just came back from Ireland, like I said, when I saw Rory play. I have the things, like 4 things in the can, like ready to come out. I have, but working on Hacks is a joy because it's so beautifully written. Yes. And the actors, the 2 leads just won this year for Emmys. Jean Smart has won 4 times in a row. Yep. That's like it's almost like breaking records time. She's amazing, and I usually play opposite her as a love interest and friend, and then Hannah Einbinder just got her due because she's the other assistant kind of partner, now head writer on the show. What a great girl she is, and I'm in New York right now. I'm going to go see them working today after I go to the Ryder Cup, and then they work late. It's hard working in these shows. I mean, you put your time in. Yeah. It's something. But when the writing is that good, and that's it was the #1 comedy last year. It was fantastic, and what a feather in their cap because it's so talented. These people are so talented. It's an honor to be playing on the same field with them.
Getting to watch Hacks, one of my favorite shows right now. It seems like it's just so fun to be a part of that show and be on camera with the people that you get to be next to. It seems like a blast, and that comes off the screen very easily. So
they bring in some really, really good people too. Just they're really funny comedians, and their deliveries are like, "Are you kidding me?" And so I laugh out loud when I watch it as well.
It's so funny. Going to the Ryder Cup. Who are you cheering for? Who are some of your favorite golfers right now?
Well, I'll do it on the QT, but I'll say hi to Rory again. I'll say hi to say hi to JT on the American side. I know he's there. Scotty Scheffler's there. They're stacked. I think it's going to be a great Ryder Cup. It's one of my favorite things to watch. A lot of crazy, just hooping it up and like country, baby. And but I've no guys on both sides, so I'll have to when I'm talking to them. So, but it should be quite fun. It should be amazing. And other than that, I mean, I want us to win really badly. Like the big win we had, I guess it was, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 years ago when they had those goofy shirts and they were down like seven, and they came back and won, and it was an incredible feat.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love the event. I love the invite that I get to go today, and it should be a lot of fun.
How fun. And we can't wait to see you here in Buffalo soon enough. Thank you so much for coming on to talk about your fandom, talk about some movies, and just how close you are to Jim Kelly. It was really cool to hear some of those stories.
Oh, thanks for having me. It was a delight, and I meant every word I said. He's the best.
I love it.
And I'm sorry, yeah, and Josh Allen's following in his shoes too, so he's the bomb right now, baby. The whole team's the bomb. So
you want to finish? You want to finish it off with a little shooter?
Shooter, choke on that, baby.
I love it. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate the time.